We brought a real alpaca to the Regina International Airport for a video shoot.
We made this video for the Canadian Western Agribition, which is one of the largest livestock shows in Canada. So the initial concept was to have the alpaca go through security, and then we did a bit of a location scout, and we tried to find out some different locations that we could have the alpaca go through. And then we came to the conclusion of the conveyor belt.
What if we started behind security and get to see the alpaca's piece of luggage get put on the conveyor belt, and then we follow it through and see the alpaca waiting?
It was really hard to kind of line that up because you guys had to go behind security and our team was kind of in the front. So we were kind of split, talking on a phone.
It was about a 45-minute adventure to get our security clearances upstairs, through the security check, and then out onto the runway, and then into the back finally where the luggage is, only to be just on the other side of a wall.
And then when we finally started to shoot, it was really difficult because you had to time up the camera on the conveyor belt, lining up with the alpaca, kind of looking at the right spot. So what we had to do was actually get a second alpaca behind that camera so it would kind of look in the direction of the camera. Another challenge we had was there was a flight coming in that morning, so we had a bit of a time crunch where we had to get all our shots before people came down and got their bags. So we got our last shot probably 2 minutes before the airplane landed.
We only had 4 hours to load in all of our equipment, send half of our team behind to security, go through that whole ordeal, set up back there. We had a lot of unknown variables, so we were down to the wire getting our shot before the plane came in. In order to pull it off, we used Blackmagic Pocket 4K with this like little lens that does 7.5 millimeter, which is super wide. In the security area, we threw up an aperture 600C for a red kind of pulsing light, which is what happens when the conveyor belt starts going for real, but we augmented it. Joel was on the public side. We were in the back, Zach and I were in the back security side. No one on Joel's side, on the public side, could actually touch the bag, so we had to wait and send it all the way around, which was a full minute and a half every take,
So each take took a
in order to adjust it. There was no adjusting it, because that's, we'd get in trouble with security if we touched anything that was still going back through security.
I think the hardest thing was trying to find that time when the alpaca is looking at the right spot, and then I'd say send it through now, which was really difficult because it would just kind of spin around, kind of go off, do its own thing for a while. So
Working with animals.
yeah. So this was a really fun video to make, and we really liked how it turned out, so give it a watch.